Hello, I'm back again. Hello. Yeah, still haven't had a haircut. Yes, as you can see, yeah, I still need to have a haircut. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I'm gonna do another video, and yeah, I gotta do another video. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video on not Collett. I have to. I gotta do a video on this guy. Yeah, I mean, he's a very controversial figure, and everybody knows. He's got a very interesting history. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on Mark Collett. Most people on YouTube knows who he is. He's a very controversial guy, but I'm going to give you my views on him and what I think of him. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Mark Collett is, yes, I know people might have misgivings about his history because obviously he used to be in the BNP and everything. And some people have called him a Nazi and everything. I don't whether he's a Nazi or not. I don't really care, to be honest. But I think a lot of what he says, I actually agree with. A lot of what he says is true. I mean, I don't think he fundamentally hates all people of color. I don't think he does. I just think the thing with Mark Collett is he just, he sees that the white race is dying, and unfortunately, I mean, it's a point that's been made, and he made it in one of his videos where he basically said that the white race is going extinct. That's what he said in one of his videos. It's difficult because there's no denying that white people are not having enough children, and it's really sad. But there's not really much my colleague can do about it, or me, or anyone else. And the Western governments, as I already explained in my other video on the West is finished, Western governments don't care. The leaders of these governments, whether it's prime ministers or presidents, they don't care that white people are not having children. They don't care. They don't even want to mention the word white. Even the President of the United States, Donald Trump, even he doesn't want to mention the word white. He'll keep talking about we've got the lowest black unemployment and everything. I mean, just this is the mess the West is in. The leaders don't care about this. So, and obviously, Mark Colley doesn't have any power. He can't achieve anything. I know he's trying to do something with the patriotic alternative. I don't know, there's some new party they're trying to start. I mean, it's never going to happen. We've seen what happened with UKIP. UKIP was successful, but let's be honest, they didn't get into power. They didn't get a single MP in the House of Commons. And where is UKIP now? It's basically disappeared. I don't know if they even have a leader. So it's very difficult to start a new party out of scratch and then somehow get them into power. They're not going to get into power. The patriotic alternative are not going to get into power. They're not going to get a single MP in the House of Commons. They won't be able to even fight a general election, as Nick Griffin said. To fight a general election costs £30 million. Where is this invisible party going to get £30 million to fight a general election? Basically, there's nothing they can do, and this is what Mark Collett doesn't understand. That the West is finished, and he needs to accept it. And unfortunately, he's going to have to agree with his leader when he used to be in the BNP. The leader was Nick Griffin. He's going to have to agree with Nick Griffin because the West is finished. It's not just England. Many countries, obviously, there's countries worse off than England, as we know. America, France, Sweden, Germany. There's a lot of countries worse off than England. I mean, even Australia's in trouble. Look at Canada. Canada's a freak show. So I mean, the whole West is dying. We have to be, Mark needs to understand this. There's nothing really we can do. He can talk about demographics, he can talk about the fact that the white race is dying, and whether that's true or not is a matter of opinion, but there's no denying that white people are not having enough children anymore, and their fertility rate is too low, and it's below replacement level for every single white majority country in Europe and America and the world. And it's just what it is. We're in a mess. There isn't a God. There isn't a God. That's why we're in this mess. We live in a sick society. This is what Mark Collett doesn't understand. There's nothing we can do. He can moan about it on YouTube or Twitter, whatever it might be, but it's not going to achieve anything. The mess will still be there. The game will stay the same. It's not going to change. The facts on the ground will continue. It will just, whether it's demographics, whether it's Islam, whether it's globalism, whether it's feminism, whether it's communism, whether it's the fact that the West is just dying, whether we've got this coronavirus nightmare freak show going on. Apparently the Conservative Party are thinking about letting in 3 million people from Hong Kong. I mean, it's just madness. I'm not saying the Conservative Party are actually going to do it, but they might. They're that stupid. The whole West is dying, England is dying. There's nothing Mark Collett can do, and his party is not going to get into power. That's what he needs to understand. The demographics are really bad at the moment, and there's nothing really he can do. I can understand he's trying to give people hope, But it's a false hope. That's what Mark needs to understand. It's too late. The West is finished. It's too late to do this now in 2020. If we were going to do something, we should have. If Mark was going to do something, or whoever, they would have had to do something a long time ago, not now in 2020. They should have done it in the 70s, when the demographics were much better. Because things are getting really, really bad now. It's a freak show what's going on. It's just madness what's happened to England. England was a much better place. Unfortunately, it was much better in the past, in the 90s, in the 80s and 50s and whatever. But in 2020, it's gone too far. It's just turned into a freak show. And I don't see any future for this country at all. It's a completely useless situation. And to make matters worse, we got Boris Johnson in charge. Boris Johnson is a fat clown. He's a scumbag. He's basically destroyed this country. And what alternative is there? The Labour Party's even worse. And then you got the Liberal Democrats. And you got the Greens. And it's a freak show. There is no true right-wing party. And no true right-wing nationalistic party is ever going to get into power. They're not going to get into power. They'll never be created. Even if you get a really nationalistic party and it gets created, it's not going to get into power. And this is what Mark Collett needs to understand. Mark Collett is wasting his time. He's not an evil person. He's not. But he's just wasting his time. He's incredibly naive. And, my advice to Mark is, England is finished. The West is finished. There's no point of trying to create a new political party. The situation is a disaster. I mean, Mark Collett can try. I can understand he can try, but the West is finished. It has no future, and that's what Mark needs to understand. There's nothing Mark Collett can do. He has no power. Thank you. Bye-bye.